Hi guys, I'm so glad to be able to meet with you. We are going to start our first ever online class. We're going to start with math, but before we do, I just want to say to Josh, Weston, Tyler, Mackenzie, Molly, Kenzie, Raymond, Hunter, Addison, Ryan, Silas, Diamond, Parker, Adrian, Dominic, Coden, Ailish, Emma, Ben, Noah, Madeline, Allie, Sophia, Leilana, and Colin. I miss you, and I know we're going to get through this together. We're going to have a fun time, and you might even like this better because you get to come to school in your pajamas. So we're going to start our math lesson now. So today we're going to be focusing on squares and rectangles. We're going to start maybe fire words or words we're going to use a lot, and they are sides, vertex, and vertices. Before we begin with that lesson, we're going to start like we always start our class, with fourths. I found an old notebook, and that's what I'm going to make my fourths in. You can use the front and the back side of the paper. You could cut one in half and do fourths on just half of the page. I'm going to do it on the full page. I think it will be easier for you guys to see it. So I'm going to start by dividing my paper into fourths. You can pause this and go get a piece of paper, or you can just watch the first time. So in my first box, we're going to start with the number. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I'm going to put 25 down there. That's going to be our number for the day. I picked it because our first lesson is the 25th. So in our next box, we're going to write the number using base 10 blocks. I'm going to start with my tens. This number tells me how many tens to grab. I'll need 2. I'm going to just draw them. I'm going to draw 2 long sticks. And those would be my tens. So I have 10, 20. And then the next I'm going to add my ones. It tells me what number? 5. So I'm going to make 5 ones. I'm going to pair them next to each other. If every block has a pair, I know that the number is even. If there's one left out, I know it's odd. So here's my number 25. As you can see, there's one left. So it's odd. I'm going to write odd up there. And then at the bottom, beneath the base 10 blocks, I'm going to write the expanded form. I'll start with 20. And then I'm going to add on the 5, so plus 5. And it equals 25. So my expanded form equation is 20 plus 5 equals 25. Here we're going to do tally marks. I'm going to try to do it upside down. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, we're always crossing every 5. That way if I touch a group, I can just say 5. If I don't put 5 in it, then I can't say 5. So I have to make sure these are always with 5. 4 going down, 1 going across. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just 5 more. So one more group. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We can also make this using coins, and it's going to be kind of easy because there's actually a coin that has the value of 25. Say it right now if you know what coin that is. I think I heard you say quarter. If you did say quarter, you are correct. I'm going to draw a circle with a Q in it, meaning quarter, and then underneath I will write the value of the coin, which is 25. If you want to do it the long way, you can get out 25 pennies, but I don't know how much space is on my video recorder. So in the last box, I'm going to make my tic-tac-toe board, and I'm going to put 25 in the center of it. Then we're going to first distinguish the number that is 1 more than 25. I say the number and then keep counting, and it helps me. I go 25, 26 would be 1 more. And then I count backwards to see what's 1 less. And 26, 25, 24. I hope you said that. Then the next thing I want to find out is what's 10 less than 25. I can look at my number up here and I can cover one of the 10s. That would be 10 less. And I see a 1, 10, and 5 ones. That would be 15. And 10 less than 25 is 15. You can notice that the ones place stays the same, and the tens place just goes down by 1, because we took away 1 10. So if we added 1 10, it would go 1, 2, 3. Picture it up here, and it would say 35. So I'm going to write the number 35 below it. So now we know the 1 more, the 1 less than 25, the 10 more, 10 less, and 10 more. And then you can fill in the others. You may have made your tic-tac-toe board smaller, and you can maybe do 20 more, 20 less. I tried to do it kind of large so that you could see it all. And then I have a part of my 100 grid all filled in. Now what I'm going to do is draw something into the 25. I always make a little fun dog. I close the top and do a loop that makes a hat. And I put a nose on, some like dots and a smiley face. I close the bottom. I add an eye. Then I put this into an ear. And I made a dog. You can make whatever you want. You can pause this video, I think, and see what you make. Yeah. So we're done with the fourths. We're going to move on to our lesson on squares and rectangles. Before we do, I just want you to close your eyes and try to picture a square. I think you probably know what that looks like. And then you can close your eyes and try to picture a rectangle. And I think you can probably picture that in your mind as well. So today we are talking about squares and rectangles. Squares and rectangles are both closed shapes. You can think of a fence that keeps in animals. Let's say a pig. So let's say we have a fenced-in area full of pigs. There's a door, and if I open it, the pigs can all get out. If I close the door or the gate, the pigs cannot get out. So when we're talking about the shapes this unit, they're usually going to be closed shapes, meaning if we put animals in the shape, they wouldn't be able to get out. The first closed shape we're talking about is a square. A square has a certain number of sides. Try to picture it. How many sides does a square have? I can picture it, and I see 4 sides. So a square has 4 sides. A rectangle also has 4 sides. So one of our fire words is sides, and so you need to know how many sides a square has and a rectangle has, and they both have 4 sides. This is what the page, I don't know, can you see that? No, so never mind. That's what the page looks like in the workbook, but there's like a pig on it, and it has the picture of a square, the picture of a rectangle, and it has an arrow pointing to the side. Another thing that it says is vertex. A vertex is a point where 2 sides meet together. And somebody wants to talk to you a little bit more about the vertex.
Hi guys, it's me, Archie, and I just learned about this vertex kind of thing yesterday.
Yeah, Archie, and you were kind of having a hard time counting the vertices on a square and on a rectangle.
Right, yeah, it was really hard for me, and I didn't know what I was counting. She kept saying, how many vertices are there? And I said, vertices? You just told me a vertex was a point. What are vertices?
And I said, well, the vertices is the plural form of the word vertex. So, there's one dragon. The plural form would be
dragons.
Very good. If you have one person, the plural form of person would be
people. 2 people.
Right. And so you can have one vertex, and the plural form, or more than one, would be called the vertices.
Right. That makes more sense. So if someone asks you how many vertices, they want you to count how many points or how many places the sides come together.
Very good explanation, Archie. And you are still having a hard time understanding what that was. And so you found something pretty special in the word vertice and in the word vertex. Can you give them the hint that will remind them what vertice means or vertex?
Yes, so look at the word vertex at the bottom and the word vertices. What letter does it start with?
Yeah, it starts with the letter V.
Wow, very good.
Okay, thanks, Archie.
It does start with a V. Now, what's at the bottom of a letter V?
A point. Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, if you forget what it means, just look at the first letter, and maybe that point at the bottom of the V will remind you that a vertice is a point.
Archie, thank you so much. So let's look at this piece of paper as a rectangle. Okay, and we can count the sides. There's the top. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 sides. And then we're going to look for the vertices. How many vertices are there?
I don't know if I want to touch them. Those points look pretty sharp.
They're not too sharp, Archie. Can you touch them so we can see how many points or vertices are on a rectangle? Okay, 1. See, it's not too sharp. 2, 3, and there's more. 4. See? 4 sides and 4 vertices on both the square and the rectangle. So now you can try it on your own. Maybe see if you can do the workbook pages on your own. I think you have to draw like a farm scene using squares and rectangles, and you'll have to answer some questions regarding how many sides and how many vertices are on a square and are on a rectangle. Then they'll ask you how are they alike, how are they different. And so you have to find the sides and you have to find the vertices. And so, hey, I was going to put this up. Where did you find the sticky tack? I didn't think we had any here. Well, it was kind of hard. What did you use? Oh, Archie. Okay, we're gonna have to find something other than that to use to stick from now on. Okay, bye guys.